Now Jones. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Here's Mahomes to throw. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14.
Chiefs 35, Broncos 21. Harrison Butker to kick off 14-2.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
Let's go. Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So, Charles, we have reached the end here of a long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all. And, Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young to remember. But back in 1993, the league experimented with giving teams 2 open weeks for the year. And we also saw Week 18 when the league was on pause for a few weeks in 2001 following the attacks on September 11th.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Wilson down around his goal line. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Wilson sliding out of the pocket. The Sanders has got it complete. That catch good for only a couple. They should have gotten more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And some room to maneuver. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Chiefs 42, Broncos 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they really won't have much time to work with, just 19 seconds showing on the clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the 30 on second down, Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, Charles, they were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for him. So what's the... Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes rolling to his right. And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The decision to scramble almost got him the first, just short, 9 yards, and it brings up 4th and inches. Mahomes takes it himself, and he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Well, these two teams have met up in Denver earlier this season with the Broncos winning that one. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. Now this time Mahomes will throw. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On play action, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Oh, big hole left side. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. That false start costly. Moves him back to the 9 now, 1st and goal. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Butker on for the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Next the score, Chiefs 49, Broncos 21. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept the pass to expecting to intercept passes.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Randy Gregory. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Steps away. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 156 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Mike's by four, Mike's by four, Mike's by four. Hey, get in the way.
On the ground, this is Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Who that? Right there, 54, right there.
Here's Wilson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
Mike, 54. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Here's Wilson to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Will Redmond. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play, unable to connect in that attempt.
Second and 10.
Watch tight end. 15. We got three, fellas. We got three.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Chiefs. That's the end of the third quarter.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Mahomes now to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Being chased out left. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Watch that in. Tight end's right.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year, 10th overall. And the Chiefs are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Butker now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Chiefs 56, Broncos 21. Harrison Butker to kick off 14-6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Hey, pick your game up. Hey, we got tight left. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Second down and 7.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Off the option, it's Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 69 yards on the ground for him so far.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Yellow. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
On 2nd and 2, Mahomes. A throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
You got three down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get about 5 here, so he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it. Touchdown. Travis Kelce, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Butker on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
63, Broncos 21. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the 22, Mahomes. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
I'm coming after you.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take an... here. 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for KC. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chiefs, they do get that 10th win of the year as they finish up at 10-7 overall. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll limp to the finish line a bit with a final record of 5-12. And with some high picks coming in this spring's draft, it's a team for whom a roster overhaul may be on the way.